Brad, there seems to be a sort of perception from outside the camp that since Darren Lehman's arrived, the kind of team is sort of galvanised.
Mate, we can sit here and talk about what's happened before us for as long as you want, but we're 2 days out from an Ashes test. Everyone's excited about the campaign. It's not hard to get up for a series like this. This is the biggest series from a player's point of view in Australia that you play. So it's not hard to come together and enjoy the moment of a test series about to start.
Brad, you played in 2 Ashes series. They haven't gone Australia's way. How important is it? I hate to remind you of that. How important is it from an Australian cricketer's point of view, not to finish his career having finished on maybe 3 Ashes losing sides?
Yeah, it's a good way to put it. No, obviously it hurts, and that won't go away. The 2 losses we've had over here, in the one in 2009 and the one back at home, it's always going to hurt. We'd love to make amends for this series. Our progress over the last few weeks has been good, and now we're excited about day 1 of the test in a couple of days' time.
How difficult is it, Brad, for this side, with the weight of that side on its back all the time? The great side of the 90s and early 2000s. Have you gone on from that now, or is it that still there?
We have. I don't think you guys have. I think it's important to just live in the moment. We've got a test series starting in 2 days. There's no point dwelling on what's gone before us. We can sit and talk about what's happened before us and talk about some great yarns of Australian cricket and English cricket, but it's about us now starting a couple of days' time, another exciting test series.
Brad, you say that it hasn't gone away from the other series. Is that something that's been explicitly talked about, or is it just something that is in the background and motivating people?
No, that's just from a personal point of view. It obviously hurt losing those last 2 Ashes series, and that'll never go away, and nor should it. But it's a new campaign now. New dreams are made, new experiences are about to be had. So it's important we move forward and enjoy this for what it is. It's a great theatre, this campaign, and we just can't wait till it starts now.
Brad, do you think you all really have to just play out of your skins for an entire series to win back the Ashes?
I think you just got to, any team, you just got to win the big moments and recognise that those big moments quicker than the opposition.
Ross? Are you guys allowed to mingle with England players before this test, or are you kind of staying in your own camps and seeing them as the proper enemy?
Obviously, it's 2 days out. We don't need to. We're pretty comfortable with where we're at. We don't need to go and find anyone else. No, we're grown men, Ross. We can talk to whoever we want.
Brad, there's been a few changes to the team, obviously a new opening partnership, guys been brought back in, etc. Does that bring a certain excitement that perhaps you're not quite sure what this Australian team is capable of? You don't quite know just how far you can go. Does that bring excitement?
I think we've got some very exciting players in our squad, and I think one thing we have in our favour, you just don't know what some of these guys are going to do in the national stage. We've got a lot of talent in that room and some very, very exciting cricketers. But it's all about, as you know, putting it together and winning these big moments in the biggest series we'll play. So time will tell and where we're all at, and we can be judged after the 5th test.
Do you feel that excitement, because, like you say, players not quite sure just how far they can go, do you think that's going to bring out the best in the guys in the team?
I think we're comfortable. We know the talent we've got in our change room. It's going to be exciting to see them unleashed in the world stage in the biggest series of all. So from that point of view, it's exciting. But no matter what team you put together or whatever happens, it's always going to be exciting day 1 of an Ashes campaign.
Michael Clarke was back in the mix today. What's your assessment of how he's feeling back-wise?
Yeah, he's good. He's right to go. His training hasn't changed for the 10 years I've played with him. He was back in the nets today. Things are all normal.
You gave us the team down in Taunton before the game. Now I don't expect you to give it now, but can you sum up David Warner's realistic chances of playing in the first test?
I gave you the team because I knew it. I don't know it now. Mate, I don't know. I can speculate on a lot of things, but I actually don't know the team. I know the openers, and I know who's batting
well,
seven.
David, specifically, what chances do you think he's got of playing?
You know, he's got as good a chance as anyone in the squad. I haven't been in the discussions with him. I can tell you who's opening, and I can tell you who's batting seven. But that's as far as I know.
Brad, do you think that we needed to be too quick to write up this Australian team? Being too presumptuous?
Oh no, I think that it comes with what happened last series, but we're on a whole new campaign now. And as I touched on before, you can judge us after the 5th test.
Right, a lot of only young Australian fast bowlers. These guys have
They're exciting, but they're no different to anyone else in the squad. They can't wait to have a crack on the first more in this test match. So we're just holding them back at the moment and keeping their emotions intact, so we can let them loose day one.
You won't have come here in 2009. What do you make of the place? What do you think of the pitch as well? The forecast looks like it's going to swing for you.
Yeah, it's a beautiful ground. I was here in 2005. And there's been a bit of work done since then. But no, it's a great test venue and one of the traditional test venues that you play an Ashes campaign on. So it's great to be back here.
What are you expecting from the wicket?
A good wicket by the looks of it.
Just back on Australia's young fast bowlers, do you think the English batsmen know much about Pattinson and Stark, and how hard are they to face?
They're obviously exciting as well. Ryan Harris will be very pleased that you said young fast bowlers there as well. We've got a good mix. What we're going with the first test, we're undecided yet, but whatever we do, whether they be old or young, it'll be very exciting to watch day one.
James Anderson was talking apparently about being in the face of the batsman. What do Australian players think of that sort of talk?
As I said, England can worry about what they're doing. We're comfortable with where we're at in our preparations. I'm not going to sit here and say I'm going to sledge now. I'm going to say this in the 3rd over or this in the... Life goes on. Whatever happens out there, happens out there.
The Australians will take it up as much as they ever have.
We'll play to win.
Obviously with young players, there's an element of sometimes they play with no fear. Is that what you're expecting from your side?
I'm expecting that from every one of the 11 that go out there. We're here to win cricket games, and that's no different to any team that takes the field.
Darren Lehman the other day said that the batting lineup will be decided by the captain. What input will you have, and what are your thoughts on that?
Any cricket team I've played in my whole career, that the captain's decided the batting order. That's no big shock to anyone. That's just what happens in cricket. The captain's always decided the batting order.
But will you have an input in this batting side?
I'm not captain.
So is that no?
No.